All right, I'm gonna go volunteer for war. It's kind of a risky thing to do early on, but I always do it because it's one of the only ways to gain Imperial fame in the early game, and Imperial fame is important. So I just need to find where our armory is. Where the hell is this town's armory? It's a monastery. Okay, let's just map. Monastery. Arsenal, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, we're going to war.
For the family.
Oh,
Nice.
man, fast forward. Look at that frame rate. This is not a good game engine. Oh, it's not letting me go to war? Is it already,
Were you late?
I think I'm late. I think they already
Let it
filled up
be
their
so.
roster.
That
Man, I've
sucks.
never seen it fill up that fast before. That's a shame. I'll have to participate in the
Let
next
it
war.
be so.
All right, back to the business. I know the business is very hands-off right now. People are probably wondering if I'm doing something wrong. No, the game is just pretty hands-off in the beginning if you start with a pub. We need to get quite a bit of money, though, built up to upgrade it, and then that's when the
Where is
real
the
money
enemy?
starts coming in. Another thing we could do is start getting other low-level pubs in other places early,
For fame
or
and
getting a
honor.
pickpockets guild early, which I think we might end up getting a
Child's play.
early pickpockets guild to supplement our income. So, we can afford one right now, right? Yeah, Smuggler's Hole. So, we've got that being constructed right now.
I find that the rogue in this game tends to be very hands-off in general.
It's pretty hands-off.
Like you get
unless-
a lot more hands-on like late game when you're very like you're micromanaging the difference between your pub and your pickpockets guilds, and if you have the waylaying forts outside the towns.
Yeah, if you set it up just right, you can have a rogue build that is the most hands-off one in the entire game, where it's based almost entirely on pickpockets and pubs, because they're not things you have to micromanage much, as long as your pickpockets guild is focusing on picking pockets and not burglary and kidnapping, because that's very hands-on. You could also have it be the most hands-on class in the entire game if you're personally participating in like highwaymen robberies and stuff, because that is incredibly hands-on, especially if you personally participate in it, which is dangerous, of course, because if you get seen doing it, like, it's bad enough if one of your dudes gets seen committing these crimes. If you personally get seen, like, burglaring or kidnapping or something like that, that could be really bad. Like, you could get an execution penalty on that one.
Yep. You were also just asked, who is your favorite diva?
Guessing, it's Kaipon, so I'm guessing she
Yep.
means, like, WWE female wrestler. If we're talking about including NXT and WWE rosters, which I think you probably mean, because I'm pretty sure she watches NXT. Probably Sasha Banks. Either Sasha Banks or Bailey. Kind of a tie. They're both great.
Basically you just said names to me.
Oh yeah, because you haven't seen either. Well, Mandy is supposed to see Bailey wrestle, but I've only been yelling at her for a month to watch NXT TakeOver London. I sent her a fucking file of it this time.
I had to work like 10 hours yesterday. I'll watch it today.
Do you think that that is a valid excuse?
Yes.
You need to understand, once again, I don't know how many times I need to explain this, but Bailey died for your sins in that match, and you better damn well watch it. Even fucking Dylan is telling you to watch it. In fact, he's saying he'll watch it again to watch it with you because it was so good. Because
You think I listen to what Dylan says?
That is how good NXT TakeOver London was. All right.
Here I
How
am.
does-
Ballsy
how am I-
Head says, today's goal, make sure Mandy watches it.
Cogito ergo sum.
You tweet her like fucking mad until she does. Don't give her any room to breathe. Constant tweets. Actually, I don't know what Mandy's Twitter is now that I think
I don't
about
even
it.
have
God,
a Twitter.
get a Twitter.
No. Especially now that you're telling everyone to tweet it.
You need to understand, you're a famous internet person now, because I'm a super famous, mega famous, super celebrity online. Look at
Oh
my
yeah,
subscriber count.
you're so super famous.
Oh yeah, I am basically the internet's Jesus. So you're on my show, which means you're the internet's, I don't know, Leviticus. I don't know.
I used to
You're
be
the-
famous
you're the-
on my own.
You're the lame one. You're the one that no one listens to except for like one thing he apparently wrote. You're the one who said like stone kids to death and guys can't have long hair, and if you wear cotton and leather at the same time you're supposed to die, and gays aren't allowed. You're the douchey one.
Fuck you.
So,
You're the douchey one.
Brandon, am I the douchey one?
Yes.
Now you see,
Yeah.
Brandon's Judas, so him saying I'm the douchey one. I'm not even religious, and I know the Bible better than most people.
I know, right? Oh my god.
That happens a lot, to be fair.
Yes.
Oh jeez.
Let's not get into that. Hey, we all know I'm Catholic. It says so here on my character sheet. See? Catholic cross. I've been doing this career for 6 years of my life, and I just tried to point at it with my hand. I have a mouse. How long have I been playing this so far? I want to say 45 minutes.
Since we
Check and
started
correct me
today?
if I'm wrong.
Bono.
Yeah, not counting the pre-stream. Like, how long have I been going since I started recording? I want to say, like, 45 minutes.
No. It's probably been about a half hour because the call's only been going for 45 minutes and we rambled forever.
Actually, Boltyhead, according to studies, you are correct. I don't know where the studies were conducted, but in general, people who are not religious tend to know more actual Holy Scripture than the people of those individual religions. I'm kind of happy I didn't participate in the war now because we lost the war, which means if I participated in it, I'd have to pay a war tax.
Well, you know what?
That would
I
have
can-
crippled my business this early.
I could probably think about why non-religious people would know more about religion. It's because you have so many outside sources telling you different information about it.
That you kind of just have to look it up. And,
that
like,
you
whenever they
pick
try
all the
and...
information up.
And another thing is that, like,
For the family.
I've had religious people try to convert me to all different kinds of religions 1,000 times, so actually knowing their scripture is good, because then I can, like, you know, debate them on it, because, like, I'm not interested in whatever makes me feel good. I'm interested in knowing the truth, so I want to debate the actual, like, logistic stuff on it. I have no issue with people being religious. It's totally fine as long as they don't use it as an excuse to be a douche, which some do and some don't. I've seen
Absolutely.
atheists use atheism as an excuse to be a douche.
Yeah.
Anyone can be a douche.
Yeah.
Look at
it's
me.
true. And it's funny because most religions tell you specifically not to be a douche.
Yeah, and then they're a douche about it. It's an honor.
know,
Yeah, it
You know,
is.
That's
in the Bible, Revelation 22:3, don't be a douche.
Yeah,
Right?
that one.
Yeah.
We know our scripture.
Absolutely. We might be
You see,
paraphrasing.
It's really weird that that one was in modern English too, not Hebrew. Like, it shows you how divine that book is that they got that one in modern English with modern English slang and modern by 2016 standards. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I hope you guys all get that I have no issue with religious people. I don't like religion very much, but I have no issue with religious people. I have an
I mean-
issue with the concept, not
Well-
the people. It's not
well,
their
you're talking
fault that
about
the religion
religion.
does shitty things sometimes.
You're talking about religion and they're talking about PewDiePie, so like
Okay, so I guess I didn't offend anyone then. They're not even
give a shit.
interested. They're not even
listening.
interested, so I guess I didn't do anything wrong then.
oh, now they're all
Yeah.
being triggered.
The two best pieces of advice in living your life that I can give to anyone is one, you do you. I like that one. And two, well, unless like you're a child molester, I guess you don't do you then. Or you only do you because you're not responsible enough to touch anyone else.
Yeah.
The other piece of advice, and this is the only scripture you'll ever need to be an excellent person if you ask me.
hmm
Be excellent to each other. That's from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That is the only piece of advice you actually need to get through life.
Absolutely.
Be excellent to each other.
And just so everybody knows, we got that advice from Keanu Reeves.
Exactly. And Keanu Reeves is the most intelligent man in the universe. He's in Payday 2.
And he's immortal.
And he's immortal. Actually, Brandon, did you see that video recently where Keanu Reeves said that he doesn't age?
Well, he doesn't even need to say it. The internet has been proving that he doesn't age for a long time.
I just get a kick out of how Keanu Reeves is aware of the joke and likes it. Because there was like a promotional video for Quantum Chess where they got, Stephen Hawking and Paul Rudd, the actor, to play Quantum Chess against each other in like a skit. And the game was sent to Paul Rudd by Keanu Reeves 7,000 years in the future. And he's on the phone with present Keanu Reeves while it happens. And he's like, Keanu, I think I just got an email from you from the future. And he's like, oh, that's not surprising. I don't age. And they got the actual actors to do it. It was great.
I like it. Okay. I'm going to be right back. I'm just pouring myself another coffee.
All right. So tactics here, everybody. One thing that I often do in this game that I'm not going to do now is I will go for my level 2 ability. I go Motivation Artist, which means that my Goad Worker's ability makes him work faster than usual. And then my level 4 ability, I take Leader, which means Goad Worker doesn't make them hate you. So basically, once a day, I believe it is, you can get a huge bonus to your own experience and make them all work faster for free with no repercussion. It's a really, really good bonus. However, because I'm working in a pub right now, that doesn't really come up very often where I can use that. It's much better in a place where you're making trade goods. So instead I went with Iron Sides to give myself some iron because I might get in a fight later. I am a rogue. And for my second ability, I'm thinking one thing I might go with is Local Club President, which makes us a little bit better at gaining favor if we try to get into politics. The other nice one, I would say, is Constitutional Miracle. Never hurts to take. You just get 2 extra Constitution, and it goes above the Constitution stat cap. So I'm actually going to take that, because Constitution is your lifespan, as well as your health. Alright. Are my prostitutes working? Good. Just making sure. And they all decided to go to the same spot because they're
Alright, then.
idiots. So let's spread them out a little bit.
The demand at accounting house has expired.
Okay.
Accounting house.
And let's actually turn off notifications for the guild house's special sales for now, because we don't have any way of reaching them without a boat. And we are not really a buy and sell business right now. The pub works entirely off Invisibeer, which is beer that you don't make and is invisible. Until you can start buying illegal alcohol, that is. Hey, Mandy! Is the chat trying to convince you to watch NXT TakeOver London?
No, they're trying to convince me to read more Slash Fics.
Oh. Okay. I don't think you need to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think we've slash ficked out on that one. If you want to get Mandy to read some slash fics, how about we use that as a way to advertise her YouTube channel, Finger Trap Studios?
I don't want to do it anymore.
And now,
But they want you to do it, Mandy. And what they want you to do goes.
Well, that's true.
for
Yeah.
honor's sake,
If
I
we're
mean,
talking
I don't
about
pay you, but
if we're talking about the fact that, you know, the customer is always right to kind of deal here, they technically
Yeah.
are the customer, so they're always right.
Oh my
believe me,
god.
I wish I could be paying you guys at least minimum wage for the hours you spend on these streams, but I don't make minimum wage, so don't know how I would go about doing that.
It's fine with me. This is another way for me to shamelessly plug my channel.
Exactly. It is now actually financially beneficial in a very small way for you to come to the streams instead of just for fun, because you get to plug your channel and people go to and subscribe, helps get that started, and then you'll have some income on the side.
Yeah. So pretty much,
I mean, it's more fun than Tim Hortons.
I've already plugged my channel twice this stream, so
Yeah.
and people have already called me out on it.
On what?
Plugging
the
my
stream?
channel.
Oh, that's fine. I always tell people join the call to plug their channels and stuff and their Twitters and whatever if they have one, because like fucking I don't want them to come out of this completely empty-handed. Like, yeah, they're having fun with it, but I still want them to, like, you know, get something out of it.
Well, it's just a
So
great.
yeah,
It's just a great day for me to do it because everything's starting to come out tomorrow. So
exactly. Everyone should go follow me on Twitter, by the way, just unrelated. I do tweet a lot. I tweet like a minimum of 5 tweets a day. I'm a guy who tweets a lot but doesn't read Twitter very much. I do read whenever I get messaged on Twitter. Like whenever like I get like someone tags me in it, I always read those and I try to respond whenever I can. So I interact with people a lot on Twitter. 5 tweets a day equals a lot. Well, there are some days where I've tweeted like 45 times. I mean, yesterday, if you look at my like ones where I tweet to someone directly, I probably had like I easily had like a 15, 20 tweet conversation with someone yesterday. So yeah, I tweet a good amount because I'm always at my computer anyway, and tweeting doesn't really stop me from editing or anything else. I just see a little notification on my second monitor and then I tweet. And I don't tweet with my phone because fuck that. I hate touch screens. Tell her to train more.
I'm more of the I'm not a huge Twitter guy, but I've recently started using Instagram more.
I do need to use Instagram more. The big problem with me using Instagram is that I don't go out. So I can't like take pictures of me at places and be like, whoa, having dinner here.
Well,
like my picture every day would be, here's me in my pajamas hanging out with my mom eating some canned soup.
I'm becoming a lot more of like a gym rat, so
Yeah.
I'm
So
one
you
of
gotta
the
you gotta so you need to Instagram a picture of yourself taking a picture of yourself in the giant gym mirror as
Yeah.
you're standing and trying to be in a pose where it looks like you're not flexing but you totally are flexing, so it looks like you just have crazy big muscle because you're not even flexing but you can totally tell that you are.
I actually haven't posted, I don't think, any pictures of myself on my Instagram yet. Normally it's just either things that I'm eating or like a coffee or the cat.
I don't think I have your Instagram. You're gonna have to link it to me.
Sure.
You need to start making all your pictures be gym pictures where you can't see your face because you hold the fucking camera up to your face and it's in the mirror. But you are in fact doing the duck lips and you're doing the sideways peace sign in the mirror. You got to do that one too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have I've got no pictures of me on my Instagram. But I have 14 followers because I'm super popular like that. I have more subscribers on YouTube than I have followers on Instagram.
I have more subscribers on YouTube than followers on anything else because it's my job. I actually have very few followers on Twitter considering how often I tweet and how many people I have following me on YouTube. But then again, if you look at my subscriber count and you look at my daily view count, on my new videos at least, you realize that most people are subscribed from a video a long time ago that they found they liked and then don't actually watch anything I do. I believe it's currently under 2% of people watch any given video any day. It's pretty depressing.
I just threw up my Instagram in the chat again, throwing it up.
Yeah, put it in the Skype chat too for me later.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's mostly pictures of my roommate's cat and hiking. I have a couple hiking pictures actually, which are nice pictures. Oh, look at that. Somebody followed me on Instagram. Thanks, Dingbat Dazman.
I know he follows me on Twitter because I get his tweets a lot.
I have 25 followers on Twitter, which is very weird.
My blade
I don't
is
tweet
sharp.
like ever.
How did you-
But my videos, when they go up, will automatically tweet out, so...
Yep, I have mine set to do that too. It's very useful. And how many followers do I have on Twitter? I want to say high
Hey.
700s.
789 followers.
Not bad.
You're following 434 people.
Yeah, I have to clean out my following list every once in a while.
Oh, you've got like a huge like banner and stuff. I actually have to change
Yeah.
my stuff on Twitter because my Twitter stuff and my YouTube stuff doesn't match. So
Yeah, it's good to have that branding that all looks the same across everything.
oh, I think people are asking for my Twitter. I'm gonna go and
It's Grumpy Godfrey.
yeah, I'm gonna go and grab
At
it for
Grumpy Godfrey.
them because it's my only thing that's not branded the same way as everything else.
The
Yeah.
sales
So,
tax has been
one of the
changed.
nice things about a pickpockets guild is with most businesses, as soon as it hits midnight, all the workers go home to sleep for about 8 hours, and they get back to work at 8 in the morning. With really, do they all go back to the same fucking spot every single day? I think so. God, that's annoying.
All
They
right.
really need to fix
Where's the
that.
rum?
Anyway, with a pickpockets guild, the people who work there never actually go to sleep. So they work the 8 hours when most businesses do not operate. They'll keep working, which is actually very useful.
Yeah, that's why
'Cause-
pickpockets always make the most money, right? It's because they work like
Yeah, they
nonstop.
make more money than pubs in general. If you really micromanage a pub a lot and you compare to just pickpocketing, you can make more on a pub. It kind of depends on the wealth of the neighborhood, because a wealthy neighborhood, you're going to get more money from pickpocketing. So it depends on if the pickpocket smuggler hole thing is in a city with a really rich dynasty. So, usually it's going to be the richest dynasty is going to end up being a heavily craftsman-based dynasty that has like a lot of like jewelers and
Sentencing
stuff
has
like
been
that.
changed.
Works in gold and jewelry. They tend to be pretty rich. MDB, did you receive my gift?
I was gonna say that he said that to you, but I didn't.
I don't know.
If you just sent it, maybe not. It all depends on.
Yeah, like I'm appear offline on Steam. So if I got something, it's not going to show up to me on stream.
It won't show up until you go back to being online. Then it'll
Yeah.
be like, "Bleep."
Cogito ergo divide and conquer.
Hold on, I think there might be a way of me checking if I click this. Can I see my notification through this? Now, you guys won't see it because my Steam overlay doesn't show up on this. Is this way of checking? Now, the game is
Also-
still displaying in the background, I hope.
Yeah, it's still displaying.
Dead 6 Hot. Feeling generous? I bought the cheapest game on Steam at the moment. Thanks.
Just so you guys
How many
know,
cents was it, and how low is the rating for it to be that cheap?
just so you know, guys, something else you can do. This game and many new games, if you're looking to buy any brand new games, go through Mo's link to G2A. You can almost always buy brand new games for cheaper.
Oh yeah, G2A's almost always got
Like
games
if anybody's
significantly cheaper.
looking to buy XCOM 2, you can buy the XCOM 2, technically the digital deluxe edition that comes with the resistance gear for I think $20 cheaper than it is on Steam.
Yeah. And you get a Steam code for it. Like, it's not like you use it on a different website or something.
Yeah.
It's giving you the Steam version.
Yeah, it'll take about 5 minutes and then you get the Steam code and you
Yeah, just go to the
Brilliant.
description of any of my videos, and you'll see like a link that says get discount games or like my G2A link, something like that. And you click that, it'll take you to the website. You just search whatever game you want, click on that, and then you can see the different prices the sellers are listing it for. Usually the cheapest one is going to show up near the top. And it'll tell you how it's going to send it to you. Usually it's just a digital code, so you just put it in your Steam as the code. And yeah, you just buy it.
Speaking of cheap Steam games, Wolfsong is on sale for $6 right now.
No, it's on sale already. It's been in for like a week.
Well, it's the
Where is the enemy?
the Lunar New Year
Beati
thing.
pauperes
And now?
Chinese New Year. Everything's on sale on Steam.
I didn't even realize.
yeah,
Yeah.
neither did I.
All right, so we now have 3 pickpockets in the smuggler's hole, which is going to get us money faster. Oh yeah, we need to name the smuggler's hole. Right now, by default, is Cut Purse's Parlor, which is all right, but we need a new one. Thank you for following Game Junkie. We need a new name for a house, and we need a new name for our smuggler's hole.
iacta est.
So if chat thinks of anything good, we'll go with that.
Wait, sorry, what was the name?
Of the smuggler's hole,
Yeah.
by default, right now, it is Cut Purse's Parlor.
Oh, that's
Which is
boring.
all right. Fine, but I'd like a better one.
It's boring.
Ooh, Mark of the Ninja's only $3.75. That's a good game. I like that one.
Yeah, it's great when good indie games are on sale like that.
Dylan says that since there's already only A-list smugglers in the hole, we should call it the Smuggler's A-Hole.
I wouldn't say they are A-listers who are working in the smuggler's hole.
Oh, it was funny.
It is. Well, let's go with something better. We can think of something better.
I just saw a question that I can actually answer in the chat, which is very weird. Dingbat Dansman says, "What's an Amber Alert?"
Well,
Oh.
Brandon is training to be a police officer, so once again, you have asked a question that is Brandon's field.
Yeah, Amber
So-
Alert is like an abduction, isn't it, or a missing
Yeah.
person?
An Amber Alert is normally, it's like pretty much always put out when there is a child missing for like a long period of time. It tends to be put out when they know that there's like a sex offender or something within the area and there's a child missing, because they're like, whoa, everybody's got to look out for this kid because we need to find that kid.
Yeah.
So the police are trying to get almost the entire community to also be keeping an eye out for this one kid, and if they see them, they're supposed to phone the police as soon as they can.
Mm-hmm.
Because this kid is like has been gone. It's probably been over a week, so it's a serious situation.
Now,
Yeah.
speaking of sex offenders, which is the greatest segue,
Good segue.
I've been thinking for a long time now about getting back into World of Warcraft and doing it on the show. Won't be until after I move, whenever that'll end up being.
Okay.
But I'm going somewhere with this. The transition makes sense. Don't worry. I've been thinking of getting back into World of Warcraft at some point. I was never super into it. I kind of play it off and on. I enjoy it. I know a lot about it because my mom plays it every day, and she's, again, like, she was big into raiding guilds and stuff. I believe she just got into a new one. She's like a high up English guild, like very high up in the rankings for English ones, which is does not even touch Chinese ones, but whatever. She was, so I've been thinking about like starting a new one. I thought like if I start playing again, I'm gonna have to make a guild, and I really, really want to make a guild called Sex Defenders.
Wow.
And the starting rank is Registered Sex Defender. But I think that Blizzard might make me change the name.
I have a
Stop.
I'm just gonna have to call it like MDB's Flock or something. Did I see that Jones said something earlier? What's up, Mah-Dry? I hope you're enjoying your day as much as I enjoy Austrian's national meal, Schmarrn. I really hope that's how it's pronounced because that's funny. Which I am eating right now. Well, I'm enjoying the stream so far, Jones. I'm enjoying that you're here right now because we are playing a game that has Austria in it. I don't remember if Austria is actually on this map. Which map am I again? This is the Hansa, right? So I think it might. What do we have? We have Bergen, which is in Norway. We have Hamburg. We have there's no we have Danzig, and we have London. So no, Danzig's Germany, isn't it? Poland? You know, it might be Poland. Yeah, it's Poland.
Another thing too, if you start playing World of Warcraft, I might get into it.
It is a really fun game. It's had a lot of updates over the years that I haven't liked. I feel like they've dumbed it down too much and too much. Like my mom is doing a challenge right now. It's an Iron Man challenge where you play through the entire game, single player. You can't put on any gear that's green, rarity, or above, so no gear with any buffs. You can't drink any potions. The only healing item you can use are your spells, if you have any abilities for it, and your bandages. So pretty much no healing in combat unless you have a spell or something for it. It's solo. If you die once, you delete your character. You can't have anyone buff you or put any spells on you that buffs you. If they put a spell on you that buffs you, you have to get rid of it. And there's actually an online tracker for it to make sure you're actually following the rules. And she's doing it with a priest, which is one of the hardest characters you can do it with. So far, I think she's died 4 times, which is pretty fucking rough. Because it is an insane challenge she's doing. But I think she's back up to like level 35 again on her current priest. She is not giving up on this. She keeps dying in the mid-30s range, usually because like she'll fight a human enemy, gets to low health, it runs away and pulls a whole bunch of them, and she can't get away in time.
Yeah.
And she's not terribly experienced as a priest. I think she's played like 1,000 characters, leveling it from 1 to 100. But it's usually she plays with like hunters, druids, that kind of stuff. So priest is not something she's terribly experienced with. But yeah, my mom's hardcore World of Warcraft player.
Hey, if we get into it, then
Yep, you're gonna get into it too then, which is gonna be awesome. We can.
Maybe.
I'm thinking. I've always wanted to do a PTCP plays of it. I just don't know if Shally and What a Geek would be that into it. I think Shally would. I don't know if What a Geek would, but it's free up to level 20, so they can at least play at the beginning and see if they want it or not.
well, yeah, and if
I've
we
always
don't, and if we don't do if you don't do a PTCP plays, we could always do like a dual stream of it, or
yeah, we can do something. And even with PTCP plays, we all well, What a Geek never records it, but Shally does too, and we upload it side by side. So if you were to join in on that, you could upload it on your channel too, and it would not at all be out of the ordinary.
yeah.
You would actually, for once in your life, be the special guest to that series, because you're not normally PTCP Plays is just me, What a Geek, and Shally. So
I know.
you would actually be a special guest.
Yeah.
That would be fucking weird.
Yes, I would. And it would be very fucking weird.
Dispute has